What are you doing?
Oh, hey Matt, just listening to some Spotify, mate. How are
Oh,
you?
yeah. Yeah, good,
Yeah,
mate.
yeah,
Yourself?
yeah. I'm doing well, thanks, mate.
They are two of the rarest human beings I've ever met in my life. They are rare, mate.
Alrighty, welcome back to the Viking Collapse, everyone. I'm your host Roy, and this is Matthew. How are you, Matthew?
I'm very good. Thanks, Roy. Yourself?
Yeah, not doing too bad. A little bit tired, as young Liam Catelfamo decided that we should get up at 5:30 to go meet at Craigie Leisure Centre for a little bit of a swim at 5:45. So that was not very fun, but it is what it is. Good start to the morning. Early bird gets the worm.
Oh, right, that's very early, that. So it's the day off for cricket training,
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah, absolutely. Wouldn't be wasting my energy like that if I had to go down and stand behind the nets watching all the bowlers bowl on a Tuesday or Thursday.
You're not bowling at nets. Cricket season is well and truly back, isn't it?
Absolutely.
You'll love to hear it. Well, the Viking Collapse is back as well, Roy, and this is a bit different. It's going to be a bit of a newsletter run in this week, isn't it? With the review of last week's results, we'll give you a bit of the social updates. We'll run through some of the sponsors that help out around the club. As well, we'll preview this game and one massive milestone that will be announced later on in the pod. But round one review, Roy. On a personal note, was it good to be back playing in the whites?
Yes, I guess so. It's always good to. The change rooms is what I look forward to the most. A couple of beers in the change rooms. On field, look, my fielding was probably outstanding, and probably you'll see that at the end of the year in the fielding votes. But my batting, yeah, not sure about that. There's a few little things we've got to work on there for the rest of the year. But hey, can't get any worse.
How many runs did you make, Roy?
Oh, I got one less than one.
How many catches did you take?
One less than one. But
and
doesn't matter, mate. Zero buys.
Well, that's the main thing. You're
Zero
already
buys. That's all I got to say, mate. How about yourself? How did you go, Matthew? You've taken on a bit of a new role. Yeah.
I have taken on a new role. It is a role that I should have taken on a few years back, although inspiring captain Daniel Neggets did want me to be an off-spin bowler. And I proved Hunter well and got a wicket, and I'll take that. I'm a first 11 spin bowling option, I think I am now.
Yeah, well, I mean, when you look at the competition you're coming up against Flynn Rose, yeah, look, there's no surprise that you got chosen because he's been appalling at training, hasn't he?
Well, you say that, Roy. There was one training session. It was the Thursday night before round one, and I've rocked up, driven in, and I've seen Flynn bowl a ball off spin ball off the pitch, and the next ball bounced twice. So I think it was pretty obvious I was going to be the off spin option when Gav's away.
Yeah, I think you might have rocked up a little bit. I think you might have rocked up a little bit late for that training actually, because that was probably the fourth or fifth ball he bowled off the pitch for the session.
Well, at least he's consistent then, eh?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well,
all right, should we get into the review of round one then?
Definitely, and I'm sure there was a few off the pitch deliveries in these 6 games, but 4 wins. What a start for the Vikings!
Yeah, you can't complain with 4 wins, isn't it? Start to the season, getting above the 0.500, which is great. More teams winning than not. We'll start with the Venrock Finance. Is it 6th grade? What is that? J grade?
It is J grade, Roy. Yeah.
Yep. The team played Marmion at Robin. Unfortunately, this is one of the teams that had a loss. The standouts were probably Knackers took 2 for 38 and Tell 2 for 41. So they'll be looking to bounce back next week. with a win.
Yeah, and I'm just looking at that, Roy, and I'm looking at thinking there's a couple of captains, new captains this season, who I'm sure were wicket keepers in previous years gone by, and they're now bowling themselves and batting themselves high up the order.
Oh, well, someone's got to do it, mate. But yeah, I'm just noticing that too. But hey, that's why you become the captain, to do what you
That's
want,
it.
isn't it?
That's it. Put your hand up, volunteer. I like it. Moving on to the Challenge Batteries fifth 11, where another unfortunate loss for the Vikings, and even worse, it was against Warwick Greenwood. Couple of performances from us. Nathan Russell getting 35, Captain Brad Weir getting 34, with the ball blower getting 4 for 27, and Scotty Traeger being 2 for 29. A couple of good performances there, but unfortunately not enough to get over the line against the rivals. But I'm sure there's some performances in that team that's looking positive for the future.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll be looking to bounce back again next year, and all the better for the experience. And after the first game, takes a little while for most people to get back into the swing of things, especially myself.
I was just about to point that out. But
Moving on to the fourth 11. Moving on to the fourth 11. The Traeger Electrical fourth 11. What grade's that? Do you know?
I believe it's G grade. But I'm not 100% too sure, but I'm pretty sure it is G grade.
Yep. Thanks for that. Well, they came up against Karen up and had quite a commanding win. Managed to make 225. Linky in the runs as always was 53. What can't that man do? He's like a fine wine, isn't he? Getting better with age.
He is, and good to see that he didn't just strive off being a captain. Now the leadership's gone, but he's still scoring runs.
Yep. Who would have thought he'd ever give it up, hey?
That's it, I know.
The next JC also made 38, as well as Hatters also made 38. And Corey Thatcher, I think that is. Is it?
No.
Because I think they've spelt the name wrong here.
Keith Acker,
No?
31. 31,
Yep.
and I do see he's also got 3 for 12. So he's had a very good start there for the season for us.
Oh, that's the young kid, isn't it?
It is the youngster. He's been at training quite a few times.
That's the young kid.
It is. And
my apologies. Sorry about that.
Good to see that he's in the runs and in the wickets. We'll soon learn, won't he, boy?
Yeah, well, once upon a time, Matthew. Once upon a time.
That's it. He will.
Two other young Vikings used to be like that.
That's it. He'll get 17 and get his first taste of a vodka Red Bull at bar 120, and he'll be ducks and kuipers from there on.
Absolutely.
Moving on to the TriQuest construction.
Do you want to go through the third 11, Matt?
There we are. We have, and we're another good win for the thirds. And Sammy Hopkins picking up where he left off with at 45, choked, but we go again. Sammy Harrison with 31, and a couple of good wickets there. Quinlan 4 for 2. That's a fair start to the Viking career. And Cammy McClellan with a 3 for 20.
Perfect.
Don't mind that at all.
Yeah, good to see Quinlan down. I heard his younger brother goes all right as well, so hopefully we'll lure him down soon enough.
That's it. 2 Quinlans are better than 1, that they always say.
Moving on to the second LifeNet Financial second 11. Shout out to one of the great men, Doogie, sponsoring the club, has done for many years. Absolute legend. And again, once a nice convincing win for the Vikings here. Dan Thompson proves that he certainly was a salmon, going out and blasting 72.
Could he still be a salmon in twos?
Dan O'Mara, 57. Sorry?
Could he still
He's
be
still
a salmon
in twos, yeah, I know. Yep. Mickey James, he's coming for your spot, mate.
Well, I think he's already there.
Nate Clayton, 46. Tudor, 29. And from the bowling, Herbie, 4 for 25. Outstanding figures there. And Mandy Moore leading from the front with 3 for 22.
That's good performance from the twos, and even better performance from Dino Mara, who I hear barbecued Gambo, which is brilliant, and you definitely
Oh
love to
yes,
see.
oh yes. We always love a good barbecue. We always love an unfortunate event for a fellow Viking, especially when his name is A Gamble.
It is good to see, and it's very nice when you get back to Seacrest Park after the game for presentations and you're having a beer and you're listening to that story. It is what you want to hear. But Roy, the ones were looking to bounce back after an unfortunate season last year. New captaincy, a couple of new faces in the team, and look, captaincy has obviously shone for Liam Hunter, as he did lose the toss and we got sent in, and he made the most of that after a difficult start. What happened on the third ball?
I don't know. I think I was still looking in the wrong spot. But yeah, bowler came in. I wasn't ready. There was a fly in my helmet, and yeah, it got the edge of the bat. You know, unfortunate, but those things happen quite regularly.
Yeah, very unfortunate for you there, Roy. But I'm sure you had a good seat in the house to watch Liam Hunter hit his maiden Viking ton. Join the 100 Club with us, who have in fact hit multiple tons, but that's
Yes.
a story for another time. Whilst
Yeah. Still got
What's that?
another one to go, but that's all right.
That's it. And good contributions from Flynn and Peter O'Mara at the top too.
Yeah, you can always rely on Petey and Flynn to, you know, settle in and score, get a few runs on the board. Whether it be in a 1 day or a 2 day, you know, they're always going to provide, you know, 20 to 40.
It's it, nice and solid. And 206 for 8 was what we made. Looking to defend that. Started the defence perfectly. Hunter again in the wickets. 4 for 16 and Catalfamo 2 for 28. It was real good to see Captain back bowling.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, had the year off last year to focus on his footy and rest his back, but you know, he's back and bowling well. Hunter, I think we might need to mention that he actually choked on a hat trick twice.
He did.
You know, not many people get the opportunity to take a hat trick. So to be on a hat trick twice and choke is, I reckon it's worse than my duck, to be honest. But hey.
And yeah, he did hit 100 and he did get 4 for, but choked on a 5 for and 2 hat tricks. So he didn't get your 3 votes, I'm sure.
No, not my 3 votes. I think he might have snuck one in, but yeah.
Look, I'm sure that the 3 votes went to the big wicket. Carruthers was looking very good, and then just turn and bounce got him.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think their best bat was actually the bloke that he did his ACL running down the middle of the pitch. So that was a little bit handy.
Yeah, that helped.
I know he listens to the show, so just a shout out and hope you're feeling all good.
Yes, I'm sure he is. It was the off spin bowling that must have done it for him. But moving on, Roy, good start to the season, and I hope it continues. But here at the Vikings and at Viking Park, a lot of our best performances are done off field, aren't they, Roy?
Yeah, absolutely, Matt. You know, I think Blower said it in a previous episode of the Viking Collapse. He summed it up perfectly. We're a drinking club with a cricket problem. And, you know, all the boys, it's such a great culture and environment down at the Vikings, and everyone, you know, gets around each other. And Saturday nights, Thursday nights at the club is, you know, a great time for everyone to socialise. And there's a big year this year focusing on the social aspect and a lot of new initiatives we're bringing in. Would you like to talk us through the first one, Matthew?
I will indeed, and it's the Sorrento Duncraig Table Tennis Championships. 16 players are in, $10 ahead. The winner wins a $50 bar card, and there are some very, very interesting lineups for the round of 16, and I'll run you through them, starting off with the Thursday, the 29th of October. 3 games Sammy Hopkins versus Mark Blower, Bryce Tuck versus Dave Sharp, and Link George versus the first new captain, Liam Hunter. I'm sure that's going to be a massive trio of games. Going on to the next Thursday, we've got a double header in Jack Leacon against Gambo and Nelly against Nath Clayton. And then on Thursday, the 12th of November, which will be the round 3 selections, we've got yourself playing against Matt Moore, Flynn Rose against Lockie Emery, and Numi against Jacob Watson. 16 players there, 8 brilliant matches. Roy, who's your pick?
Oh, look, I think the clear and obvious one's myself. Little do the rest of the people know that you've actually given me the money, transferred it to my bank account already, because it's just an absolute shoo-in. But if I had to say someone other than myself, I feel like Flynn will be quite good. I have a sneaky suspicion that Nelly will be a pretty handy table tennis player.
I think so.
When you see these older guys entering a competition, you know, they're a bit older, but they might just have some unbelievable tricks, and I think Nelly might be one to watch.
I think so. And I have heard a rumour that Nelly does have a substitution in case he cannot play, in case he is out working, and Doogie will be taking his place. That's the rumour I heard on the block.
Oh,
do you think Doogie will be as good as Nelly though?
Yeah, right. Well, we could probably rule Doogie out then.
I was thinking
we could probably rule him out then, because I'm not sure how good Doogie will go.
That's it.
Unless he's swinging the ball both ways like he does.
Or maybe that could be his.
What about you, Matthew?
Well.
Who's your pick? Who's your pick, Matt?
Look, that one there. I think from looking at those players, I think Jacob Watson will be one to watch. I think he might have something up his sleeve, but also do know that he's a very aggressive man. So if you do get into his head, I reckon he could be gone instantly. Gambo has got no chance. He's got no chance at all. Sharpie.
I don't think he'll be able to. I don't think Gambo will be able to get the ball over the net. He'll just keep slicing it, to the offside, off missing the table.
Massively, I think so. But I think my tip's Sharpie. I think Sharpie might have something up his sleeve. The news reporters, you never know. He's been on the telly, bit famous. I reckon he's my tip.
Might be able to get an autograph for them. Hey?
Well, you never know. You never know. We could even televise the final if he's in it.
Yeah, well, that would be great, wouldn't it? Get Tracy Vo down and all the reporters.
I do know that they are looking up to us and they're big fans of this show as well. So look, why not? Why not get them down?
And that is a rumour, isn't it, that Sharpie's been in contact with the people at Channel 9 and they have thought about broadcasting this show.
And rightly so. Rightly so too. If once when we talk money, if we can talk money and the price is right, I would be happy to do so. Yeah,
nothing's for nothing. So
very true.
Send us a ballpark figure and we'll bump it up a bit and, play ball. And how about the next event on the social calendar, Matthew, coming up on the 14th of November, the race night? What can you tell me about that?
Look, Roy, probably not in your forte because it is a night where we drink a lot of booze and you have a little gamble. So probably two things where you're
Matthew, please. Matthew, please listen for a second.
Yes.
All I want to do is drink, smoke, and gamble.
Yes, I love it. For those that haven't heard, bootlegger, get on it. Quality, that Roy. But the race night, for $120 a table of 8, you can get to the race night on the 14th of November. That being said, it will only be $80, so $10 per head if you purchase your table before the 12th of November. To purchase your ticket, contact either Blower or myself, and you can secure your table for what's going to be a great night in the social calendar for this season. It's happened once before in down at Seacrest. I know there was a mouse racing night, and it was fantastic. Though we were a bit too young to drink and gamble that night. But I can tell you there was a lot of drunk, a lot of drunk members down there, a lot of members having fun, raising a lot of money for the Vikings, which is good. More information will come out on that soon, but I know you can purchase a horse, you can purchase a race as well. So it's definitely one that you do not want to miss. And Roy, that 14th of November, I'm sure you've got it locked in your diary, because those 3 things you said will be 3 things that you'll be doing that night, for sure.
Absolutely penciled in, Matthew. So obviously, yeah, the key thing, just backing up what you've said, is make sure you book your table before the 12th of November. So you're getting it at $10 a head as opposed to $15 a head if you rock up on the night.
Exactly. Make sure you get there nice and cheap if you book early. So speak to Blower or myself so you can secure that seat on the table. Moving on to round 2 this week, Roy. We had a week off last week, so we're getting back into it. And 6 big games, and we start off with J Grade hosting Yanchep down at Robin Park, hoping to get back onto winning ways there, as well as the 8th grade trying to get back into winning ways away to Marmion at Corella.
Yep, absolutely. You know, early wins in the season is very important, as you know it will take the pressure off towards the back end of the year, which we found ourselves in quite a lot the last few years. So it's great that we got to win. The top side got to win in the round 1. But anyway, moving on to the Mecca Sports G grade, they will be playing away to Morley. They're actually playing on the same ground as us. I didn't know that. That's wonderful. The Modern Trophies E grade will be hosting Kingsway Sportsmen at Seacrest Park.
West, that is, right?
Do you want to? Yeah, I know.
Tricks because it said number 2. But D grade will be hosting Morley at Seacrest Park, and continuing the tradition of Morley v Sorrento, it seems. B grade will also be at Altone Park, travelling to Morley to try get 2 wins out of 2 in their run to get back in.
We should take a bloody team bus out there.
We should. 22
2
players.
guys going out to Morley.
Get down there. But there is one person that this week is very special for, Roy. It's someone that has currently played 249 games, going into his 250.
Sorry, I thought you were talking about the special ground that I was going to be playing at this week.
Special ground that you were going to be playing at? Why? What's so special about Altone Park?
Have I not told you about my innings at Altone Park in the 2020s?
No, I don't think you have.
Oh.
Nor does
16 sixes doesn't ring a bell.
16 sixes. No.
Interesting.
You must be confused.
Well, it was the day of Finky's buck party, and it was the morning. No, enough about me. You've all heard the story. It's written. You know, they're going to write they'll make a movie about it soon. I'm sure of it. Anyway, the man we were talking about, you'd almost call him a father figure of the club, wouldn't you?
Well, personally, I'd call him a father figure, and in the club, I'd call him a father figure as well. He's just done a lot. He's newly on the executive committee. He's been a club captain for the past couple of years. He's been a premiership captain for numerous amount of seasons. He unfortunately has been at the other end for both my hundreds. So lucky him, gets to see the 2 best innings. And as well, pains me to say, he is an okay guy. Probably going over the top there. He's a good net bowler for us to face, though, isn't he, Roy?
Oh, absolutely. And that's, you know, there's nothing better than getting throwdowns in the nets to get you ready for the weekend. So I just want a personal shout out to Gambo for giving me throwdowns over the years. But in all serious, Gambo, congratulations on 250 games. What you've done for the club is absolutely amazing and outstanding. And I'm sure you're going to continue to do it and continue to develop talent like you have, like, you know, Matt and myself. for many years to come.
That's it. Congratulations, Gambo, from both of us and all of us at Strenadon Craig. Go well, not too well, because we don't want to hear it like Roy's 100 before. But before we wrap things up, Roy, we do have to say a special thank you to some of our sponsors that continues to help this club grow to the club that we are, starting from the very top. O'Rourke Realty, if you're ever looking for any property, selling, buying or renting, make sure you get to Rourke. Your boy Doogie at LifeNet.
Geez, I wonder if Doogie will be at the race night.
Do you reckon it's his thing?
I think you could pencil that one in.
you two have a table for two.
Yep. The other sponsors, we've got Traeger Electrical, Tricrest Construction, Centre West, Easy Loans for You, and Challenge Batteries WA.
Yeah, massive thanks to all the sponsors that do continue to support this club. It does mean a lot from all of us. And for us, Roy, it's been a pleasure. Another great episode of the Viking Club.
As always, Matthew.
Go well this week. Hopefully you can get a run off the board this week, to start the year in a little bit better fashion than round one. But hopefully on the next episode, we'll be talking about one of us raising the bat or raising the ball.
Yeah, I think I might struggle to raise the ball, so I'll leave that one to you. But pencil me in for a big one this week, boys.
There, you've heard it first. Roy Brackenreg, big runs. Roy, it's been a pleasure. Look forward to speaking to you next time.
As always, Matthew, I've just got to get back to me Spotify because you cut me off early. I just hadn't quite finished the song.
Enjoy, mate.